The Inspector General of Government, Beti Kamya, has painted a very scary picture, indicating in no uncertain terms the magnitude of corruption in the country. Over 20 trillion shillings is lost annually, according to the Inspectorate of Government Integrity Survey report. In her report handed over to the Speaker of Parliament, Oulanyah, Beti Kamya noted the areas worst affected by corruption.
When you think about 20 trillion, you really feel sick. It really means that the ordinary person who should have benefited from 20 trillion, that's why Uganda is hanging backward as it is.
Statistics. There's that old woman who has been cheated. She's not a statistic. So please don't tell me we have handled 500 cases when this one of these old women who has nothing has never been handled.
In taxation, 130 billion shillings is lost annually. In user fees and public utilities, 459 billion. Natural resources, 820 billion. Environment degradation, 15.4 trillion. Absenteeism in public sector, 2 trillion. Health and education provision, 451 billion. Security provision, 86 billion. Procurement and budgeting, 590 billion, among other sectors. Despite this worrying trend, in the last 4 years, government has not been appropriating funds for investigations, prosecution and recovery of assets to the Office of the Inspectorate of Government. Instead, the IGG's office has been relying on foreign donors, such as the Democratic Governance Facility, whose activities were frozen by government early this year.
Indeed, as of now, due to the standoff between government and the Democratic Governance Facility, GDF, all foreign funders suspended funding for IG activities.
But the Speaker of Parliament, Oulanyah, cautioned Kamya about a tough battle ahead, since corruption has penetrated the moral fabric of the country.
Because then you find them in your houses, they corrupt. You find them in your churches and mosques, they corrupt. You find them in your families, some are your parents, some are your brothers, some are your spouses. Who are the corrupt? Some of them are not even Ugandans.
The 2020 Corruption Perception Index by Transparency International ranked Uganda as the second most corrupt country in East Africa and 142 out of the 180 ranked countries globally. Herbert Ziwa, NTV at Parliament.
Now I even know how.